What you are about to witness will contain violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and may leave you doubting who you thought you were. Proceed at your own risk.
Step 1. Conjuration. Gather your power. Step 2. Divination. Locate your source. Step 3. Convocation. Fold space and bring the source.
I gave you what you asked of me.
You gave me nothing in return! Then why waste it?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Do not mistake this for punishment. This is an equal trade. Now look around you at what you have made.
You call on me again? Never!
Forget the past.
Life doesn't always give us what we deserve, it gives us what we need.
As our existence wanes and dies, legends remain.
We are the kings, the sentinels of the future.
Many who claim they've lived their lives in beauty.
What does it mean to be good or be evil?
And at the crossroads, be who they want you to be, or be who are born to be.
Legendary mages, steal, sell.
Everything comes at a cost!
Don't forget the river.
Thank you for taking the Garun Institute Aptitude test. The test works best when taken alone, calm, and substance-free, and with apparent headphones. Avoid taking the test in a public place like a library or work office. Please consider the questions carefully. However, the answer that first comes to mind is usually the most truthful. Truth is the one path to enlightenment and understanding. So we encourage complete honesty when answering. Your answers are never stored and remain completely confidential. Only your result matters. Click continue only when you're ready.
The future has a way of arriving unannounced. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. And nobody knows what's next. But everybody does it. I'm from this world, but also another. And to me, they're both home. Both worth fighting for. The future, many futures rely solely on us. Welcome to the darkness. Your eyes will adjust in time.
Wow, this place isn't half bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds quite nice.
different to what we have back at home, but nice.
I suppose it's nice to know that other me's have the same taste. austere, I suppose you could describe it.
Could you actually describe what this looks like? What does your apartment look like? Or your condo or whatever?
Yeah, it's a minimalist condo, to be honest. There's not very much in it. It's very clean. There's simple gray couch, wood grain, coffee table. There's a like a kitchenette with a bar, and there's no dining table. It's just a bar with stools. And it's all one big open space except for the bathroom and the bedroom. And the bed has, it's on one of those like slat beds. It's very close to the floor. And the room it's very echoey. The walls are not colored. They're just white walls. And yeah, very clean, very minimal. There's a few photos on the walls of who we can assume are my friends and family, but there's only like one or two. It's not excessive in displays of her life, my life. It's, yeah, controlled, I suppose.
Okay, so for those listening or observing, this is shortly after the previous episode. However, everybody has arrived back at June's condo. And did you walk? You all walked, right?
I think so, yeah.
Probably about like an hour or so. It's in the same area of New York. Still Manhattan. So, okay. Please continue.
Oh, there's one plant. It's a peace lily.
See, that's how I know that I'm not with you in this world, because if I was here, this place would look very different. We'd have like 3 plants. We'd have, well, at least 3 plants, maybe 10, maybe more plants. There'd be artwork everywhere. I mean, come on, this place is like barren.
12
this
plants
isn't you.
as well. Right. What was that horrible sound?
Oh, you're back. I don't know how they do it. It's like magic. Where have you been?
Yeah, we have a lot to tell you. Honestly, it might have been a good call not having you come with us, actually.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It was a bit chaotic.
I can give him the short of it if you guys want.
Yes.
So, we had a name. To be careful, I'm going to call him KB. He worked for a place called Pine Stand. Yeah, KB.
All right.
We went to this very peculiar building. It looked like something from our world, but different.
More peculiar than this. Water comes out the walls.
Yeah, far more peculiar.
Okay.
So we meet this KB fellow. He's very outgoing. He takes us up to his office, and I think I'll give it to Eru because things got a little hazy in there. Very chaotic.
All right.
Wish I had more answers.
This again?
Not entirely sure what we experienced, but it
doesn't make sense. I divined the location, the person, our enemy, the other. It should have been them. In fact, it was them, but it wasn't. KB. Still, that place. They were working on something. What did it say on their machines? Something. Garun Institute.
That was the site I found.
Yes, we've heard that name before. It was the thing that was speaking to Vega.
To Vega, way back when in her hometown.
What?
Oh my god, you're right. Yeah, when we went back to my hometown, when everything kicked off, when everything got destroyed, and I went to go find my parents because that's what they could help protect us. And then when we got there, it was weird. It was like I remember telling you guys, it was like everybody was there, but they weren't really, sort of, and the place was like a ghost town, and I could see people. We could see people, but when we went to touch them, they were like almost transparent, and I don't know. We went to my parents' house, and it's like they were there, but they weren't really. And then I remember it was a voice.
The voice. I don't recall hearing it myself, just what you said. There was a time where, almost akin to what you did earlier, where we were here but not here. It was almost as if we were maybe two different times, out of lockstep. And Vega, this creature, this name, this Garun, she's the one, or they're the one, it's the one.
Told us to go woundward.
Exactly.
I would recommend not using that word anymore. So
why not?
Perhaps because names have power. And if it is in fact a name, perhaps that is who they were searching for. That is what the company was trying to do.
The company?
Yes.
Soldiers?
The building we were at, they were using strange devices, huge rows of them, to locate people. I can't figure it out though. It's like we're missing something. A single puzzle piece to put it all together.
So you're saying... Go on.
There was something about KB as well. He wasn't like a lot of these people we've been meeting. Let's put it that way. He could do things.
Right. He had strong
He didn't
magic.
seem aware. He seemed shocked by it, though. Yeah.
Yeah, see, he doesn't seem to know how or why he's able to control it. I don't think he even believes he does have magic. But he was able to not just reverse, but just with ease halt the flow of water I had caused with mine.
I see. And he's native to here?
Maybe.
As far as we know, yeah.
I only ask because I'm still trying to get a grasp of this place. Erefir made mention of this room that seemed to, by his description, be infused with divination magic. And inside that water closet, I'm able to pull water straight out the wall with a push of the hand.
It's called plumbing.
It isn't magic. It's...
I beg your pardon.
It's, it too is a device they have.
Technology.
Something like our aqueducts, except that they are able to pull water up to wash everything. They have an abundance of it here, it seems.
I see.
People here aren't able to use magic in the way that we are. I suspected at first it was simply different, but it's not the case. But they do have advances that we don't. It seems like magic, perhaps in a way it is. But that, the things that were searching for people, it's not quite magic.
Very well.
Not like ours.
That being said, my double, when we split off Erefir, Vega, I had tried to divine information on the individuals that we went there looking for. And like Raz mentioned, and I elaborated on, there was what they call a website. So perhaps we start there.
Oh, website. Titus, is that something you're familiar with?
To put it simply, it's kind of like a book for this world. Now, they still have books in this world, but apparently they use these websites and the internet more than books these days. I don't know why, but I was able, however, to get something off of Gina's computer. That's that box right there. And I point to a very modern looking PC in the corner.
I see. I was wondering what's inside that chest. Alright, well, I'll try my best to understand what you're talking about, but go ahead.
Yes, do you think you can bring whatever you got up on June's computer?
Well, there's only one way to know. And I walk over to the computer and I touch my amulet to its screen.
Oh, yeah, and you were going to pull up the information, right? Go ahead and roll for me.
Do I get a shift for using the amulet?
Yes, 10 shift. 34 success. Remind me, when you were pulling information, the information that you were pulling was in relation to the website itself? Or will you...
Whatever the hidden tab was, I'm not sure what it was, but Gina clicked away and I noticed.
Yes, that was the hidden tab, but the source code was open. So basically, if you're going to put it up onto the computer, you now see the GarunInstitute.com, and the source code was the hidden tab page. So there are 2 tabs.
It worked. I don't know. I don't know what it means, but it worked. I think.
I mean, they can't track us using that, can they? They don't know. What if it's special?
I don't know. I'm fairly sure from what I can remember from the body I inhabit that technology here is prone to tracking regardless.
Would there be no way to block their divination, though?
I will, but at the very least, through this technology, I don't know how. We could try magic, but I don't know if I could do that without knowing what exactly I'm blocking.
I see.
Well, regardless, why don't we just take a look at what we have in front of us? And, looking at the source code, are there any names or any kind of phrases that stand out in particular?
I need you to roll for me.
Okay. Would I be able to use my observe?
I think so, but I kind of want to, just because I don't think you've ever really looked at source code before. But what does your other that you overwrote here in this world do for a living?
She was a psych major.
Okay, so lots of access to computers. Has she ever had time looking at source code like this before?
I don't think that necessarily means like you would be working on like websites and things like that, so probably not.
I don't think so either. Okay, let's go ahead. I'd still like for you to be able to try. So go ahead and roll. But I think it should be... I like
Matrix.
that it's... Well, actually, I like that it's observe because Matrix doesn't have any information anyway, and your observe's probably pretty high. And you're very intelligent, so, you know, you can look and go, okay, we'll see if you can try to figure it out and what any of it means. So yeah, go ahead and roll, but you do have a -10 shift.
Alrighty. $65 failure. Ah, the shift.
Yeah, that shift. Okay, so, I mean, you can pull it up right now on your PC and view the source code. This is what you're looking at. So if you see anything that sticks out at you, I will let you have that, but I don't know if you know what it means beyond that.
And how long does it usually take to channel this information? It seems rather slow.
I don't know.
I don't know.
All right. Okay.
June was a scientist. So
June,
maybe she has something on her computer that makes things make more sense.
All right.
You gonna give it a try? Jude?
I can give it a try, yeah. I think... I don't know if she would have been building websites, but I'm sure she's used to using, I don't know if she would have coded in terms of Matrix.
You would know basic coding.
I think.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
cool.
Like,
Okay.
at the very least, like C++ or...
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, do you mind if I give that a try then?
Yeah, go for it.
Matrix roll?
Yep.
Any shift?
Yeah, same as Estrella, -10.
Minus. Okay. Partial.
And you're specifically looking at the source, right?
I think so, yeah. Whatever is Estrella's looking at, I'm trying to like...
It seems all fine to you. I'm assuming you guys are on the main page.
Yeah.
Yep. It seems okay to you. Like you're looking through and you can kind of see the field tables. I'm literally looking at it right now. The paragraph lists, divs. Okay, you're like, okay, all right, this is a paragraph and this is all the content that we're looking at. There doesn't seem to be anything strange. Except that the only, actually, this might stand out to you. The only one, the first 3 links seem to go somewhere else, to a different directory. Gat, Wild, and Blood. all go to a different directory, whereas the rest of it's nested in the page. Like all the code for, even if you click on the contact button on the website, that code's still in this index page, but the other 3 go somewhere else.
Okay. So, it seems to be a schematic of the website, and these ones here, they're not of this building. Different building. I click on one.
Which one do you click on?
What were they again?
Aptitude, Wild, and Blood.
I click on Blood.
Go for it. Click on it.
Wait, hold on. Am I opening the... I have to open the site.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should I describe what I see?
Yes, please. Those watching, so for those listening, we're going to describe it as best we can, but those watching can actually see. I am switching and showing the website here on occasion when you guys find stuff, so.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
but please go ahead and describe what you see.
There's a moving image. It says reality is a prison. And there's some writing underneath. You have me today. Tomorrow you'll have more. As your time passes, I'm not easy to store. I don't take up space, but I'm only in one place. I am what you saw, but not what you see. What am I?
A riddle.
A riddle.
Yes.
Also, the information at the top here, before it said... Oh, one moment. Before it said Garun Institute, and now it says I've forgotten. On that little... You see that?
Mm.
Yes.
Right at the top between where it says title?
Yeah.
Memory?
Memory.
The riddle just now.
Yeah, memories.
That makes sense to me.
What does it mean that I'm only in one place? I don't know, that sounds vaguely
Your
threatening,
mind.
to be honest.
Your mind. It's in your mind. I've
Yeah,
forgotten the title. You have me today. You'll have more
Right.
tomorrow. As your
Yeah,
time
that's it.
passes, I'm not easy to store because you can't put it in any place.
I look up at the top. Wow, how do we answer the riddle? Memory. Memory. No, it's not doing anything.
She yelling at the screen?
I thought, I don't know how to answer the riddle.
It was a good idea, Jude. I would have done the same.
Is it memory or
Thanks.
experience?
Experience.
Could be it too.
No, that didn't do it. Okay, well...
Maybe you have to like click on something or something like that. I'm deliberately standing very far away from this PC at this point, like across the room, squinting at the screen.
Well, when I clicked on blood, at the very top it said GarunInstitute.com, and then it symbol, and then it had blood. What do you think, Estrella?
I'm just trying to think. There doesn't seem to be any place to putting any information in, right? Normally you're supposed
The only
to
place
type
that we
things
can
in.
change. Yeah, the only
May
place
I?
that we can change is in the top. Yes.
Yes, and I'm going to type it up, memories first, up in the space with a URL, so I'm going to add it onto the end.
Okay. He does that, and then they see this.
Well, look at that.
What does it say? What does it say? What is it? I can't read it.
The answer I give is yes, but what I mean is no.
I was never very good at riddles.
What is the picture? It's like a hand?
Yeah,
What is it holding?
A candle burning on either end.
Long painted nails, a band-aid. One of those things they wrap around. The answer I give is yes, but what I mean is no.
The answer I give is yes, but what I mean is no, and all we have is a hand holding a candle burning on both sides. Is it supposed to be some sort of analogy, a metaphor?
Maybe. What,
I mean, that's, you know, when you're already doing too much and someone asks you to do more. Something.
It's a lie.
But it's more than a lie, because
lie.
it's a lie for somebody else, because you're doing it for them, not for yourself.
I suppose you're still lying to somebody, no? Perhaps try... lie?
Lies?
Lies?
No, that didn't do anything.
It's worth a shot, I suppose.
Maybe it's too easy. The last one was hard. For me, anyway.
Do you think it's... Are you okay? It seems to be a frequent question asked, maybe out of courtesy, and often replied to as yes, also out of courtesy, regardless of whether or not it's true.
Are you okay?
I start to look for a piece of paper and a pen.
Ooh, okay. I'm Jude. Do you have paper and pen, Andy?
I, without looking, I go, yeah, it's over there in the drawer on the bench.
Yeah, I'll find it. Thanks.
Well, doesn't
Are
this
you
internet
okay,
have
Daniel?
like, what is it? Those encyclopedias? You can look things up, can't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Does anyone know how?
Hold on. If I click this plus at the top, I get a page. It says Google.
And there's like a little
It
bar
says
there.
Search Google or type Earl. Type
What if-
Earl?
Is that some sort of incantation?
Maybe it's an animal.
I
Well,
don't
Google
know.
might be the encyclopedia, right? So,
Right.
Don't say the name again, it might be powerful.
Okay.
Oh, a god. Retrieving
Goo.
information.
You're right.
what the first part do you think would be fine?
Which part?
Okay.
The goo.
Yeah,
Goo.
look at the goo.
Go.
Okay. So
Okay,
what
what
if
does
we
the goo say?
what if we put that riddle that we're working on into goo?
Okay, how do I... Okay, so I will say...
I think I...
The answer is yes, but what I mean is no, right?
Yes, I think I might
It's a
have
question. It's a question.
accidentally asked the answer.
What is it?
previously. Hold on, and I would like to write, do you mind? I'd said that to Jude to let me type previously, and Jude said
Now,
no.
where are you typing it? Because this part's important.
I'm typing it in the previous tab we were on just before.
So you're doing GarunInstitute.com/blood, which
Blood
for those
slash-
listening, it's BLOD. It's not the full word. And you're replacing memories with "Do you mind?"
I'm thinking I'm going to try just adding "Do you mind" to
Do
the
you
end,
mind?
not replacing memories. Yeah.
Not found.
Not found. Okay.
Try
I'll
talking
try-
to it. Try talking
Maybe
to
it
it.
needs to be. Maybe it needs to be in the place where memories was.
Yes, I'm going to try that.
Okay.
And they see this.
Oh. Raz. So good. Well done.
Yes, I think the Raz of this time enjoyed riddles.
Okay, well, what does this one say then? What is that? Why do they make the text so tiny? How am I supposed to see that?
Why don't you move closer?
I mean, I don't...
Jude, do you just want to read it down?
Yeah, I am fatherless, mother. Now this is interesting. It says, I am fatherless, motherless, born without sin, roaring upon entry into the world, never to speak again. And there's a hand, as you can, there's a hand with fire. Maybe it's, is it
Wait, look
fire?
at the top.
A top.
We had put something different in.
Yes, we had.
You're right.
That changed.
Fucking shift on your next roll, Estrella.
It also says screaming into the night, where it last said. Okay, there are answers everywhere.
What do you mean by screaming into the night?
You see here at the top, it's like above where we type.
She's pointing to the title of a web page that shows up on the top of the tab.
It says screaming into the night.
Earfare, sorry. Roll for me. It would technically be divination, except you're not using magic. You're just recalling something from memory. So whatever you want to do for that. You can use magic to do it. Sorry to interrupt.
It does kind of strike a very interesting symbology, no? The hand on fire looking like a wing. It kind of reminds me of a phoenix.
I mean, fire makes sense, right? It kind of like makes that roaring sound when it appears, but then the fire doesn't really make any sound again. I mean, they're crackling, but that's the fuel, right? Never the fire itself.
But it keeps making sound. It's still...
Does it? Oh?
After it comes into the world, it continues making noise until it's dissipated. It doesn't just make one noise. So something that makes a quick sound and then disappears.
I'm fatherless.
That part I don't understand.
Less.
It's not lightning, is it?
Thunder? Thunder makes a quick noise.
When born without sin?
That part I don't understand now.
That's why I thought fire. It's pure, right? Fire is purity. That's what everybody always says. Purifying force.
The space between mother and less must mean something.
Yes.
It seems to almost read, I'm fatherless, but without a mother now. Born without sin.
Can you open up that code that we were looking at before too, Jude? I want to take a look at them for each of these little segments.
Okay.
Just put them on those different tabs. That's what you call them?
Tabs. I open up the source code for the site.
Titus, can I have that piece of paper?
So
Yeah.
this is the only instance where I'm going to step in here and just note that there will be something at the bottom of the page that says path N3, passphrases landscape. That is not something that you guys see.
You would see.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is specifically for people who are trying to solve the riddle, that are watching the show, that know how to tell each other what level they're on without spoiling the answer for other players.
Gotcha.
So you don't see that. But it'll always be marked that way. You may not see it in green the way I do, but it'll have that little, like, the bracket and then the exclamation point to denote that it's like code that you should ignore.
Okay.
Oh, but
All right,
here
I
it
just want to write
says
down all these titles and the bit at the top here so we don't forget that.
there's something here that says audio SRC, Garun Institute .com knock Fhaelin. Fhaelin?
Yeah, there is sound on these, by the way. Some of them, anyway. Some of these puzzles will require sound, but you're not there yet, and I'd tell you.
Okay. I just wanted to make note of those.
Who made mention of thunder before?
I did. After Titus mentioned lightning, because lightning technically is just the light strike of it. It's not the sound.
Okay. Well, presuming we may have the answer, where do we enter it this time?
I think
The same place?
same place, maybe replacing one yes and HTML.
I wouldn't know.
Okay. Jude, can you do that?
Thunder?
Thunder.
So replacing one and yes with thunder.
With thunder.
Error 404.
We can try the other parts.
Yes.
It doesn't look like it. I think it's wrong.
Yeah.
Estrella can go ahead and roll for me. Anything mental, I'll give you a hint.
And is this something that I should be using that shift you told me about on?
Yeah, absolutely. You can use it on this if you want.
17 success.
Okay. So the URL now has switched from being just words to having a .html at the end. So you could try replacing the yes with thunder.
Let me try something.
Okay.
And I'll reach over and I'll put thunder in where yes is. And the screen changes.
Oh,
What is
you
that?
did it. You did it. What is that? What is that?
Titus, I need you to roll mental constitution for me. Anything that you have that's like willpower or fortitude, if you have a skill like that.
I'm assuming iron stomach doesn't count.
No, it's not physical. It's mental.
Mental. Just flat mind then, yeah?
You don't have a mind skill that you can use? No? No?
Probably not.
Okay, what do you... okay, you can do a flat mind roll. Sure. I was just trying to make sure, like, help you a bit. Any skill would be good. But okay, flat mind roll works. We should maybe get you one of those.
Maybe, but I'm also manifesting good rolls for the rest of the campaign.
Oh,
so
okay, perfect.
I'm believing in it, so.
All right. Thoughts have power. Look at that. Success. 25. This is a recipe. And that's the, you know, like when you're just, you know, you get that instinct instantly and you don't know how you know or where you got it from. That's what you're looking at right here.
I think it's a concoction or recipe of sorts.
Okay, read it out, read it out.
Seaweed from the mouth of Porsanger Fjorden.
What?
A canine that has tasted human flesh. 50-year-old or more aged spirit. Blank. A piece from an immortal animal. There are more things, but they are covered. I cannot access them.
Look in the source. Is there anything there? No, these are just...
There's nothing.
Yeah,
I think we reached the end.
It's blank.
Yeah.
Does the top bit say anything different this time?
No.
He drowns himself.
Yes, that part, but the text doesn't say anything different. It's the same.
What is wrong with his face?
He drowns himself. Okay, well maybe it was to... Maybe all of the riddle was to unlock this, so we should remember this. And there was more on the page. We picked one out of the... There were three. There were three things that were not part of the original site, so I think we should look at the others.
Gonna go back to the GarunInstitute.com?
Yeah.
Wait, before you do that,
yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my Apple iPhone 11 and just take a picture of this screen.
Good idea.
We can leave this open, can't we?
Probably,
Yeah,
yes.
it seems that we can make a new thing. If I just type out Garun Institute, then it fills it for me. Okay. Okay, we're back to the main one.
What do you mean it fills it for you? Like somebody's guessing what you're gonna put in?
It guessed what I was gonna put in, yeah.
Sorry, say that again, the last thing.
It guessed what I was gonna put in.
Oh, it did?
While I
you
opened
being
up
a
a
scribe?
new tab and I began writing Garun, and then it filled,
Yes.
it
It has
answered.
memory itself, yeah.
Wow.
Man, I'm sorry, but like the things we take for granted and don't realize how weird and strange they would be. That's nuts. So, like, I think I would immediately think the thing was alive. Like, it remembered. What the hell? Okay, so we're going back to GarunInstitute.com.
The Google knows what we're...
The goo.
Yeah.
The goo.
The goo.
Yeah. Those listening, Airfear is just standing back eating what appears to be some sort of biscuit.
I'm not paying any attention to any of you, but I am eating some delicious treats that I found.
Dentist sticks. For dogs.
That explains so much.
Okay.
So what next?
Let's go with aptitude. Let's go with aptitude. Oh, it didn't take us to one of the pages we just saw. It says, thank you for taking the Garun Institute Aptitude test. The test works best when taken alone, calm, substance-free, and with a pair of headphones. Avoid taking the test in a public place like a library or work office. Please consider questions carefully, however the answer that comes first to mind is usually the most truthful. Truth is the one path to enlightenment and understanding. So we encourage complete honesty when answering. Your answers are never stored and remain completely confidential. Only your result matters. But continue only when you're ready. Do we want to do this?
Well, they use this to gather information. That's what...
Right.
Rhea, when she was studying psychology, they used stuff like this before.
Information from whom?
Well, it's about a person, right? So you kind of assess what's going on with them.
Yes.
Who a person is.
I'm not sure if we should do that.
Your cat jumps up onto the table and knocks over a water glass when you say that. Your cat. Jude has been house sitting your cat, right?
Yes.
Well, not your
black
cat, but your cat, yeah.
This body's cat, yes. Zophim is a black cat with piercing yellow eyes and apparently a tendency for mischief. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to try and pick up Zophim and set them back down and try to wipe down the table.
Oh, that's all right.
What does it mean it's never stored? It read your mind to get back to wherever this is. I don't believe that for a second.
You're probably
Something
right.
is remembering it, or someone.
Is there a
It
way
may
of
learn
finding out
something.
if it's truly warded?
I don't know. I don't know.
Remember
It's-
back in that building we were in, when we split off, we were able to see those big machines that Erfir was mentioning. The one where I was able to go ahead and find this site, as they call it. Remember how they were saying, you can't go back there? They were saying things about data.
Okay.
Perhaps there?
So how can we trust that this isn't going to move to that site?
I don't.
You were in the other place, right? The way you described it. You destroyed their boxes. No?
Maybe we should take the test in the other place, because then they have nowhere to store it.
That's right. Would that work?
They were seeking 7 people. Not just one.
7.
I suggest that this is how they are doing it.
7.
I suppose they're slow. Beneath one, as capable as our enemy. What do you think?
My question would be, is there any harm to seeing what's beyond without answering truthfully, perhaps?
No, we don't have to give any answers. We can just see what's written. Learn from them. Learn what they're doing. Do we want to try?
Let's give it a try. I just have Zophim under one arm, I guess, because I'm not entirely sure they plan on staying in one place.
I make myself comfortable on the sofa in the background.
I look back at the mage disdainfully and then look back at this screen, arms crossed.
Okay, it says, are you sure you are ready? The test can only be taken once. So make sure the following conditions are met before proceeding. I'm alone. I'm calm. I am substance-free. I have a pair of headphones. I am open to learning about myself in a new way. Your answers are never stored and will remain completely confidential. Only your result matters.
Well, it looks like we are, let's see, 1, 2... I don't know about substances, but I think we don't fulfill any of these criteria.
How's it gonna know?
It's not gonna know. Is right? It's not gonna know?
Unless it can see us.
You also need a pair of headphones. Raz, can I borrow your square? And I
sure.
Kind of hold the phone against Jude's head. We need one more. I don't know where we're gonna get that, but
no, I think, and I'll pull out like a tangled set of earphones, and I think they mean something like this.
Yeah, never mind.
I don't know if this would work on that computer though, as I hold up the end that is made for an iPhone specifically.
So we just have to have them?
Yeah,
I think
guess.
Since we're not obeying the others, I don't think it matters if we don't obey that one.
I mean, it does say I have a pair of headphones, so we have those. Okay. Begin?
Begin.
Very well.
The first question, I know myself. True or false? I think you're supposed to select one or the other. Who doesn't know themselves?
Well, I believe in Blakeguard.
Maybe we should invent somebody and just answer it as if we are that person.
Invent somebody, okay?
What if I answer it as this body?
What do you mean
You're
by
tied
this
to
body?
it, right? Like, is it still a part of you,
Yes, but at the very least, from what I understand, I seem to differ quite a bit from whoever this person was.
Maybe it should be one of the wards. So it's not you two.
I'll do it. I can do it. I'll just...
Why is that?
I don't want them to have anything on you.
It's just as dangerous if they have anything on any of us.
That's not true, and you know that.
Okay.
Vega, you're all right that I do it, right?
Maybe lie a little bit on a couple of
I'll
them.
lie. Yes, I'll lie.
Yeah.
I know myself. I'll lie, so false. I find it difficult to introduce myself to people.
Everybody
Never,
looking at the
sometimes.
screen needs to roll. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I was supposed to do it sooner and I forgot. Some sort of magical resistance.
Magical resistance.
Intuition.
specifically.
If anybody has that. Yeah, intuition will work.
50 partial.
Okay.
Partial.
20 success.
The only one who succeeded?
Yeah.
Everybody else got a partial? Earfear, you're not looking at the screen. You're just laid back on the couch, right? Okay. Vega, you're just... Nothing seems to be different for you at all. The rest of you will feel taken in by this and will want to answer honestly. You want to take it and you want to answer it honestly.
Maybe we should go to... Well, Vega said we could do it somewhere public, go against the grain or whatever they're saying. We could go to that library and we could all take the test.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Or what if we just take it one after the other?
Maybe all of
why
you
would we all
leave, go
take it?
into
Wait,
the
wait,
bedroom.
why are we all taking a test? We don't need to take a test. Like, one is enough.
Did June have any headphones around here? Jude?
Yeah, 1 second. Actually, they might be... You know where that notepad was? I think they're over there. At the entrance of the door.
Can you grab
we
those?
don't need headphones.
Okay,
we don't
so
need
let's-
headphones. We don't need to take the test. One person, we just need to lie. We just need to see where it leads to. You don't need headphones.
It says
yes,
you can
but
only
we can-
take it
We need
once,
to
though.
take the test, yeah.
The more
And we all
information
need to be
can
alone,
get.
so if you guys could go into the bedroom, maybe
Absolutely not.
I'll start first and then...
You lost your mind. What is happening? Erifir. I look expectantly to Erifir, not realizing he isn't paying attention.
I think I can do it on my Apple iPhone.
We're losing the mic.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, that's true.
I find it difficult to introduce myself to people. Always. Always.
No.
I get
We're
so
supposed
lost
to be
in my
lying.
thoughts. I ignore or forget my surroundings. Well, it depends, really. Like, where am I? What am I doing? Because if I'm at
Titus, did you grab her the headphones?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
try,
need those.
try these.
Okay.
Stop!
Here.
Stop! 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 You stop!
Vega.
Stop moving! Stop moving! You touch that phone again, and I will touch it, and then things will go very badly.
What does that
Stop.
mean?
Sometimes I get lost in my thoughts.
I run over to Jude and physically pull her back from the computer.
Hey!
Stop! And I just look directly in her eyes, trying to like figure out what is happening. It's a sudden shift. What are you doing? We all agreed to lie to see where this leads.
I want to do the test.
No, you don't. No, we don't. We, as a collective, we don't want to do the test. We want to
All in
see where
favor of
No, I mean, it
doing
could
the
be
test.
fun.
It says I don't know myself. I want to do the test. I want to know myself.
You know
Myself
yourself. You know yourself. Jude, I know you. If I know you, you definitely know yourself.
Vega?
It
All
told
in
me to
favor
answer
of doing
honestly.
the
I wouldn't
test.
lie.
No!
For those listening, we all raised our hands.
Everybody raised their hands.
Except for
'cause
Eru, Fira, and
everybody
Vega.
rolled a partial except for Eru and Vega.
I just want to take the test so we can really, screw up their data. One person taking the test falsely is not as grand as all of us, right?
I choose my friends carefully. I mean, I don't know if I've ever really chosen a friend.
I mean,
to be
Rhea was
honest.
into this sort of stuff. I'd love to know more.
Never?
Don't make me do this. Don't make me do this. Don't make me do
No,
this.
that's not
Please.
true. Always. I don't trust anyone.
That is.
I would rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan. Improvisation is a guaranteed death.
Can I
so-
sense anything amiss? Because at this point,
You can roll. It's gonna have to be really, really good, like a 3 or lower.
Okay. I roll divination, I think.
Yeah, okay, that works.
Once.
Oh, 29. Just good, but not good enough.
Still a success, but not good enough. And I think, like, what I can tell you is you don't feel any magic. It doesn't feel like magic mind control or anything like that. There's nothing that immediately stands out to you. It sounds like they just genuinely want to take the test. Like, they're giving you reasons, some of them logical. The only thing I think that you can really put your finger on is that you guys were in agreement, and then all of a sudden everybody was like, you know what, this kind of seems cool, and I want to take it.
Erifir, pay attention. We all agreed.
Paying plenty of attention.
So-
Your magic is useless. My magic is useless.
I don't need to use magic to know that something is not right here. Why are you all suddenly all aboard on this? This could be anything. This could be anyone. This could be any being. We have no idea what it leads to.
This
do
could be
not
our way
feel-
of collecting information, finding out what they're looking for exactly.
Like I'm living up to my potential, and sometimes I'm overwhelmed with the realization that I will never change.
Most.
Always.
I understand your sentiment, Vega, I do, but at the same time, if people were looking for us, they don't need these fancy boxes to find us, right?
We don't know anything about this world. This is just a tool that this world uses, that people here use. We don't even understand it. How are we going to assume what it can and can't do, what they can and can't use it for?
I am religious or spiritual.
I run over and I slap my hand on top of the computer. And when she gets to this last question.
You're trying to fucking wreck it, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and roll for me. Also gotta be pretty high.
Yeah. I'm going to summon. Usually, what I've noticed is that for some reason, whenever I touch things, they go haywire without me intending to.
Yeah.
So this time I'm actually going to try and...
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to try and summon these sparks that I've seen coming out of things and try and harness whatever that is and bring it... 44.
Can I PvP her? I know she just rolled a 44. But can I try to grab her hand as she goes to do it without looking?
Yep.
I'm using my regular old body.
Yep.
Oh. Could I try and dodge that, like, as I'm going?
Yes. Yes. I fucking love this PvP. Yes.
Oh, 76.
Okay, 76
I just grab her hand.
Dodge. Yeah, okay.
I grab her hand and then...
so as I got a 44 to summon
Oh, yeah,
this.
that's true.
Yeah. So I think you actually
shock
summon it, and you either shock her
Oh.
or you're still holding it in your hand when she grabs you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you see these sparks start like jumping from various what we know as outlets, but we probably don't understand them very well. And just the tips of my fingers, and you feel the shock.
I select I was one once. I was once. Continue. I felt your shock, but it didn't,
Jude!
As you can tell, I'm just looking at the screen.
Who else is taking the test on their phone devices? Is that everybody?
I am.
I would, but I'm unable to.
Okay.
I think we only had one phone in the group.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm answering my questions. I would sacrifice the 4 strangers to save my lover and friend.
You've lost your mind. You've lost your mind.
What's
I
your
didn't
answer?
know.
Ah. Wow.
You've lost your minds.
I'm pretty hungry. Is anybody else hungry? Weir, are you hungry?
I haven't eaten anything since we got here.
Yeah, why don't you and I go
Chinese
grab food?
in the fridge.
You're not even going to try and stop them.
We're just hungry.
Except for this.
You can use the microwave.
If I
The
try
what?
and stop them, Leah will give me a filthy look and tell me that I'm impeding everything.
Oh gosh, no! How terrible!
I give him a filthy
it's the
look
worst thing that's ever
regardless.
happened to you.
Well, at this point, I am of no use.
Yeah, why don't me and Lear go? We'll throw us a pizza party, and then we'll come back, and everything will be great. They call it pizza here. It's like a triangle with like this melt. It's really good.
Of course I let him get hit by the streetcar. It doesn't make any sense to let 4 people die, and if just let him get hit by the streetcar, of course.
Yeah, I mean, it's only practical.
Jude,
You think we're gonna
roll
get hit
for
by
me.
a car outside?
I'm gonna get my jacket.
Your
am I
mental
rolling?
fortitude again.
Alright, wait for me.
Grab me one, too.
Don't they need you for the web, though?
I guess.
Sorry, I have a question for you. When you say mental fortitude, do you mean the the intuition that we just rolled?
Sure.
The same one?
Unless you have something
Okay.
else. Because I think you do. Don't
I
you
have a roll called I am control, so, and it's in my,
Yeah, you could
it's
do
like
that.
a mental
Yep,
mind
yep,
one.
You could do that.
Okay.
For sure. 10, success.
10.
Okay. It's Vega and 4 random people on the street. Will you let them die so that Vega lives? Don't lie on
I
this
don't
test.
let him get hit by the streetcar. I don't let him get hit by the streetcar. I would not push him in the path. I would never push my lover into the street. I would sacrifice 4 strangers.
I'm just pacing the room at this point, just feeling utterly out of control.
Vega, what's wrong? You haven't been yourself since you left. None of you have.
Why do you suddenly want to do this, Leah?
Why do I suddenly want to do this?
Where's your caution gone?
Jude is my caution.
That's not... Jude helps guide you. You don't rely on Jude for everything. You have your own mind, your own thoughts, your own moral compass.
I know. And she's foiled it. She wants to do this, and I don't see any reason not to do it either. Why are you so cautious?
We are possibly being hunted, tracked. We've taken so much effort to be cautious so far, and now suddenly you don't care. When you were the one who brought up the fact that we'd heard the name Garun before in reference to the thing we've been searching for. And now you're completely okay to do this, to take this test on this website using the same name, as if that's not a horrific red flag.
Vega, we were going to use this anyway, truthful or not. We had all decided that. Now, I don't know what's going on, truly. At all. However, if there is any way whatsoever I can try and find out if this thing is capable of scrying us, I would love to try it. I don't understand anything that's going on here at all. Narrator,
it's not like you.
Narrator, is she reaching me?
Ooh, you'll have to roll mental fortitude again.
Mental fortitude this time?
Yeah.
That is a 69 success.
Partial, right? Partial success?
Partial success,
okay.
yes.
All right, just making sure there wasn't a shift. I think the best thing I can do, because it's not a magical pull for you, at least it doesn't feel that way. I think logically speaking, if you're going to try to use this site anyway and lie, well, why not tell the truth to find out exactly what information they can get from you? It just makes sense to you to do it. But yeah, no, I'm sorry, you rolled the same thing.
Right, okay.
I find
Devil, my brother.
Is the most terrifying, never having existed at all.
Truth or no, it looks like our compatriots are doing it. I will lie, or I won't do it. Either way, it seems like they're almost done. I've always trusted you in your counsel, Vega.
But...
There is no but. Jude is doing it. I wouldn't know where to start, to be honest, to actually answer the questions anyway. There's nothing I can do. I guess I'll just abstain. Follow Titus to get that Pisa.
Yeah, I would really like us to have a Pisa party. So, either way.
Well, I'm ordering pizza. Ordering pizza for dinner. Okay.
Did we lie to you?
Does it know?
No. And I look up from my Apple iPhone 11. No, the last two questions, it asked if I lied, and then asked if they lied. And absolutely was marked already.
I look to Vega.
I just shake my head at him.
Then what? I don't know how these machine boxes work, or the runes you use, or the scripture that you use to... I'm just here, Vega. What other leads do we have?
I got an answer.
So did I.
Ooh, I want to see. I want to see. Pop them in the Discord, please. Whoa! Cool. Okay. Holy shit! I'll put it up on the screen. I'll put it up on the screen. Everybody, calm down. I have to open it though. I have to open it first and save it. Wow.
Dude.
Okay. Which one was which? Which one's the triangle? Not.
That's me.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, I couldn't see it.
I'm the circle. Dude.
They're like
That's
exactly the
crazy
same. That's
to
so
me.
cool. Okay. Yes, please continue. Those watching, don't worry, I'm going to put it up. But do you want to describe actually what these look like for the podcast listeners?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go first, Max?
Sure. It says your result card, and on it are 3 images side by side. One is of a flower, it looks like a rose. One is of a hare. And then a small symbol, a circle with a star in it. And it says you've completed the Garun Institute Aptitude test. Please save your card and we'll bring it to your next appointment. If you do not have an appointment, a ranger will contact you soon.
Yes, and for me, for Razroth, it's similar. A rose, a hare, but the symbol on the right is different. I'm not sure how to describe it actually. A circle with poking out of it 2 points.
Celtic knot. There's a term for it, but I apologize. I forget what it is at the moment. But traditionally in like Celtic tradition, I think, like a trinity.
The name of it?
Triquetra.
Yeah,
Thank
Triquetra.
You. Yep.
Triquetra. But everything else is the same as Jude's.
Interesting. Wait, the symbol on mine, it matches the one that's around your neck.
Yes.
I wonder
Yes,
what
does that mean anything?
I don't know. Who wants to go next? You can use the same thing here. I'll refresh the page. What?
What does it matter? What does it matter? It's too late.
I thought it said we couldn't take it on the same fancy box computer.
I think it means
well, let's
individually.
take it on the same. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about same box, and maybe it's better if we take it on the same box.
Think before you start this. Think. It said it wouldn't. Whatever answers you did wouldn't be saved. They wouldn't be stored anywhere, and yet you're going to be contacted by a ranger to make an appointment.
Yes, that.
Think about it.
It's also a rabbit.
Or was it a hare?
Looked like a hare to me. Who's next?
I'll take it if nobody else wants to.
Raz, are you gonna
grab
let
headphones.
Titus take it on your phone?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Bro! Cool. Okay, I'll put this one up as well.
But yes, I'll hand over my Apple iPhone 11 to Titus. You can just tap the screen and it should work.
Straya, do you want to describe yours?
Yes.
All right. Well, it's a similar kind of card to the one previously. However, it's a fox. The fox has a bunch of red colored in on like half of its body towards the lower part of it. So some of its snout, some of its neck, some of its lower chest and legs. There are also, there were 2 symbols on the other cards too, I think. The symbols on this one are the same though, on both sides. They're stars surrounded by circles. And there are how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pointed stars.
Pentagrams.
Pentacles.
That matches as well.
I look to Vega. And words escape me for a time. While everyone else is punching in their answers, and I say, everyone else is doing this. Everyone else is... Now, I know that this could be a trap. That much has gotten into my head, as thick as my skull is. But if they're walking into oblivion right now, should we not go there with them?
What if that's exactly what they want? What are they taking from you? You don't even know.
They said aptitude. To me, it seems like all this is doing is telling them exactly, at least, however their questions work. What to expect from us. I don't know if it's taking anything else. I'm not sure if it works like that frame over there that seems to have what looks like Jude. I don't know how that works.
Leah, you know, my purpose, my reason is to help guide you, and if this is what you think is the right thing to do, then...
I'm only giving you my reasoning.
And I'm only giving you my judgment in guidance. And if that's not enough, then...
Narrator, it would be enough. Do I abstain? It was one partial for being pulled one way, and the one partial to be pulled the other.
It's up to you.
Very well. Then we wait.
Does anyone want any coffee? I get up and I start making coffee in the kitchen.
Yes, please.
What's coffee? Is it like this bottled lemon?
It's kind of like tea, but brown. Or depending.
Browner tea.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stick to my bottled lemon, thank you.
What do you take, Rhea?
Are we allowed to share answers?
Yeah.
They've all taken it, so yeah, you're the last one.
What did you guys say to I would sacrifice a friend or a lover to save 4 strangers?
No.
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 I want to know what each of you said to the last one in that set. Would you sacrifice 4 strangers for your lover or your friend?
Yes.
I said no.
I said yes.
Titus?
No.
Even split?
I'd kill an army for them.
It's literally my job to protect them. At any cost.
Yeah. And I think we default to thinking, you know, 4 strangers on the subway, but your mentality as, you know, warriors is like the people that come up against you in battle are strangers. You, without
Everyone
hesitation.
is a stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes sense to me.
Sorry.
How is Zophim reacting or acting with everyone taking
That is a very good question.
this test?
Go ahead and roll for me. Do you have a skill that is related to your cat? Like it would be under your heart?
So,
Soul?
no.
Yeah. It's
I
got
think it's like general influence.
Okay.
Or social.
Let's remember to do that and give you like I'll just go ahead and give this to you actually. So take a 10, just a basic 10 for having this cat.
Okay.
And it's your bond between this cat, and you can increase it as you see fit. Titus, did you get a result yet, or are you still taking it? Titus. Like he's like focused on taking it, or he can't hear me.
Yeah.
Johnny, are you still taking it, or did you get a result card?
No, I was.
Yep.
Lost in thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Failure. With Zophim.
I think your cat is extremely curious. It may have been pawing at the screen a little bit, but just, you know, following the mouse around.
Yeah.
But that's it. Otherwise, it has hopped back up on the table almost immediately after you set him back down.
Okay, yeah. I think.
As cats do.
I think even the body prior is fully aware that Zophim has a mind of their own. It's very hard to control.
Oh.
I hold out the phone.
Oh. Ooh, what was your result?
Looks like a stag with a flower and some squiggly symbol.
Put it up on the screen for you guys, but is anybody else taking it? No, right? Okay.
Mage, you been there on the sofa?
Yeah.
Are you going to partake in this, or are you just going to sit around there doing nothing?
I shall continue doing nothing.
Until?
As I have been doing this entire time. Since
It's
the
been
beginning of
noted.
this farce.
Why did none of you get any red on yours?
I don't know.
Yes, I'm not sure.
Maybe yours is special. Here's your coffee. I don't know what you want in, what you take in it.
I'll just drink it black. Thank you.
Okay, oh. Should we go to the other page then? It's called Willed?
Yeah, since we're going through all of this,
Wait,
we might.
we opened up the source on the other ones, right? You want to just take a look at this one too?
Sure.
The aptitude test?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, yes, no, let's do that.
Just seems to have the question.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Then there goes result.
A lot of different images.
Oh, do you see this?
What?
Right at the end. End result. If you can find me here, you can. If you follow the right path into the wild. It's the same spelling as the other page.
Wait, where is this? Is this after all the images?
Yeah, if you go all the way down, see here. It's in green. You can find me here if you follow the right path into the wild.
So is that the next one? I think there was a page labeled that, right? One of the sections?
Yeah, that's the next one that we're gonna do. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, we have a page. It says lat long, and we can type into these, and then it says your. Oh, I clicked your, and it just reloaded the page. Your, I think, is what we have to submit.
Lat long?
Lat long.
Wide shoulders?
Anyone?
I imagine
Maybe.
it's latitude and longitude.
Right.
What if you have to put your own latitude and longitude in? And then it finds you.
Nice. Narrator, do we have any urge to answer this truthfully?
No.
Okay.
I mean, unless you kind of feel like, I mean, I leave that totally up to you. There's nothing kind of influencing you to do anything on this page.
Okay. Yes, no, I think maybe we shouldn't put our latitude and longitude. That could.
Oh, now you're finally seeing sense. Wonderful. Thank God for that.
Well, why don't we take a look at the other
Vega.
parts first? See if there's any information, because I don't think anything we have currently will help.
I just Googled. I gooed.
You good?
Willed
I just
latitude and longitude. Longitude. We have an answer here. It says willed latitude, longitude. It's a crater.
Wait, World is a place?
Yo, bro, what? Sorry, would you walk through how you got there and found that? I think you're the first person to ever do that in 5 years.
Me?
Yes, you.
I Googled willed latitude and longitude. And Google gave it to me.
Bro.
There are two different ones, though, right?
Yeah, there's
C
two
and
different
J?
ones.
What does that mean?
We can just try both, right?
Maybe.
I don't see why not.
Okay. Let's try C. What, can you remember? Okay. No, that one. So. 0.7. 100.5. Fjord. No, that didn't work.
I need you to
J.
roll, actually, because this won't be
Okay.
coded into the site.
Okay.
So now go ahead and roll divination. What magical skills do you have? We can either do magic or we can do another mental one. It's up to you.
What am I? Is it just like getting a vibe?
No. I can't tell you what it is. So
Okay,
you just have
that's
to
fair.
choose between. I have to read this comment because I have the same feelings right now. I have more hours on this website than in The Sims 4, and you're telling me I could have Googled this? Dude. I don't know, man. 5 years ago, maybe you couldn't have Googled it. Who knows?
Yeah, it might be new. Okay. The reason why I'm asking is because obviously I have a mental, like I could use observant and it's like a way higher stat. So it would be like a much more guaranteed success. Whereas like,
yeah, you can use that. It's just what kind of the nature of the information will either be magical or it will be something else.
Okay. I'm going to go for observe.
Yep.
Can she, I was about to ask for shift because I've been helping her.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
so that would have been a partial,
you two are
then,
looking
right?
at it together, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a partial.
Okay, so partial success. So you're trying to decide. Oh, you typed in which crater. I need to know. Can you send me the link to what you're looking at? If I don't fuck it up.
The thing that I'm currently looking at right now.
That you typed in because you typed in something.
No, I'm typing in the Google result that I got because I'm taking it directly from the Google result. I didn't even get to the opening of the
wiki.
Wiki, yeah. Because I don't think that Jude would think to open up the wiki and then deep dive on it, I guess, right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I will, but
Oh, you'd need to go deeper than that because otherwise, I'm in the UK. There's a club called Wild, so
That's what I got as well.
That's a screenshot of what I got in
that's
case.
Perfect. Satellite craters, yeah, okay. Cool, so you're typing in the C satellite crater. Okay, nothing happens.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try J now.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens from either of these. Okay.
Nope. You don't have any images on this search. That's so weird looking at like a different search page to see what you get versus what I get.
Localized.
Tailored, tailored search results.
Okay, I have opened.
Yes.
The Wikipedia. The Wikipedia. Okay, here it says these are the latitude and longitude, but there's also a section on the right underneath this image that says coordinates. I'm gonna try these ones. The other two didn't work. So...
Which ones are you trying now?
1.4 and 98.1.
For where?
On the Wikipedia.
For what though? The Wikipedia for the craters?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
For Wild. Yeah.
Okay, and which crater letter is this?
I am choosing the coordinates that are underneath the image on the site. So I did C and I did J.
I see what you're doing. Yeah, okay.
But now I see that there's
the
other ones.
Coordinates, yeah, okay.
Different ones here.
Okay. I need you to roll any magic stat, your strongest magic stat.
My strongest magic stat.
Yeah. Vega and your fear can also roll divination if you would like.
Is this a passive thing or an active thing?
Passive thing.
Nice. 69 partial.
Nice.
Nice.
1.
Whoa!
Okay. Fuck. Why?
It was all the dog treats. That's what it was.
It was all the dog treats. It's all the dentist sticks. Which, by the way,
his
Jude,
coat is
paying
looking
attention.
so bright.
he's eating dog treats in your apartment.
In my apartment.
Yeah.
Dog treats are in my apartment.
Do you have a dog?
Okay. Not that I currently recall.
Okay.
She used to. He's a stale.
Oh. Okay, your fear with the critical success with a 1. Okay, Jesus Christ, this is hysterical to me too because he's just been sitting on the couch chilling, listening while eating, and then he's just gonna fucking spit out the answer. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, you guys are silly and don't know that this is clearly not latitude and longitude for an actual physical place, but it is latitude and longitude for your reality. It's which reality you're in.
Whoa.
And I don't know how you know that, Your Fear, but you do. And the cards, the cards and the test were probably to figure out what thread you're on.
What does that mean?
Which branch of the tree? I'm gonna see if you can do it without me absolutely spelling it out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was you expecting me to tell them?
No. No, I'm waiting for the rest of you to continue. But yeah, that is what you have figured out.
I sit up for a moment in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
And then lean back again.
That one didn't work either.
Figures.
Oh, I thought we really had that one.
Vega, you got a partial, right? I think you get this just kind of like, I don't know if Vega likes to solve puzzles in the way that you do, Leah, but I feel like you get that little bit of that itch in the back of your mind where you're like, wait a minute, something's not right here. And you think, well, what if it's not latitude and longitude the way we understand it? And that's it.
Vega is the Vega of this world. It's very technologically inept. So my knowledge of how technology works, how Google works, everything is very scarce. So
must be driving you crazy.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I think I'm now realizing that I could do this on my phone. I've probably taken a seat on the sofa at this point as well.
Do you have any other devices, Jude? Do you have like a laptop and then also a PC or an iPad or anything?
Yeah, actually there's a bag again. There's a bag by the door.
Okay.
And in that bag is a laptop, a MacBook.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So somebody else can grab that if you so choose. I think the way that I see it is we've got Estrella and Jude really heavily focusing on the one, and we've got Raz on his phone, but anybody else that wants to grab the MacBook when she says that can do so.
Mm-hmm. I'll grab it.
Yeah, okay.
You don't mind if I use this?
No, not at all,
okay.
not at all. There's coffee, everybody, if you want to grab it from the pot.
I'm looking around for physical books, I think, at this point.
Ooh, okay.
I'm very curious about the word fjord. Something that the Vega of this world was particularly interested in was mythology and stuff, and recognizing certain things from mythology.
Oh, okay. So anything that you want to add to that with your knowledge, you absolutely can do that. You don't have to roll to look that up unless, or like to see what's around her apartment, unless you want to do like a matrix roll, in which case I can maybe give you something extra.
Sure, let's do a matrix roll. I haven't done one of those yet.
Yeah.
28 success.
Oh, wow. Okay. Do you want to go first? So like what you are thinking it might be related to, and then I might sneak something in for you.
Well, I'm wondering if it's related to I believe there was a Norse god, Fjordgin or something like that. I think there's two different variations of it. So I'm wondering what that is related to, and whether or not Wild or Wild was related to the Norse as well in myths. I'm trying to like build connections of all these words that I'm seeing and trying to rack my brains to remember if I even recall them or if this is like a false flag to me.
Yeah, no, I think that is accurate. There's more to that than that, but I think what I will give you is that when you think of fjord, you immediately go Norwegian, and then when you say wild, you think of Icelandic.
Okay.
Hey, Titus. Is that tab still open with the, that picture of that man, the recipe y'all mentioned?
On my screen?
Yeah. On the laptop.
Oh, it's...
Yeah, you took a picture.
It's right here,
You took a picture, didn't
Oh,
you?
yeah.
I took a picture, yeah. I'll hand over my phone with the gallery so you can take a look at the picture.
Well, I mean, we're gooing all of the other stuff. Why not or Sung or Fjorden?
That's a good idea, actually. Yeah, I can do that.
A fjord in Tromsø, Finnmark.
Does it have
Finnmark?
So maybe are there longitude and latitude on those? Can you see?
Oh, okay.
I can check. Yeah, 70.6119 and 25.5029.
Okay. Are you typing those into the wild then? Okay.
Yeah, I am.
Then this will not be coded in, but as you type in the code, the latitude and longitude, your fear, you rolled a 1, which is absolutely critical success. So while you're listening to all of this, this is just going to confirm what you already knew, but essentially a card will show up on the screen. Your fear, you will know this is where you are. This is your location, and it's given based on what latitude and longitude she put in, and then they cross-reference it with which reality is that fjord, is that location, that latitude and longitude, and then they give you your, branch, because there are probably a bunch of realities that have this fjord at this exact location. So it's giving you kind of your general tree, like if all realities were trees, then it's giving you your general branch before it branches out into a whole bunch of other like little realities and offshoots and things like that. So this is giving you like a general location of where you are, reality-wise. If reality had a map, realities had a map. Estrella, I'm not sure you know exactly what it means, but a card comes up very similar to what you guys experienced before, but this one is this one's a tree, and the roots match the top of the tree, but the color splattered red will be the branch where you're located. So just for imagining's sake, we'll say you guys are on the lowest branch, and it's now splashed red, the whole branch.
It's splashed red, similar to your card.
The fox. Yeah. Tree though?
Yes. I'm not entirely sure what it means.
Me neither. I guess it worked though.
Who saw the man in the alleyway? Who got a good look at him? Everybody who got a good look at him can go ahead and roll your memory recall. You can do divination if you want, or anything mental.
I got to look at the thread, but not him. Does that help at all?
No. We're gonna just do anybody who managed to observe this.
Oof, 83 failure.
Right.
I hand Rhea the laptop and say, "You're probably better with this than I am, so here."
Yeah, what topics do you want?
Oh, it doesn't. Nothing.
You don't want anything? Are you sure?
I have no idea. Just you pick.
By the way, Peepy, do you mean the elongated man?
Yeah, the man in the alleyway.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Titus, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Did you roll your
24.
24 success? This man had a pin on his coat lapel that was this tree symbol.
That symbol is the exact same one from that first fellow that was watching us. The one when we got here.
So he's part of this then? Well, explicitly part of this.
Can't just be a coincidence, right?
I suppose not.
You comfortable, Ruth, here?
I suppose so.
Do you know what we should do next? It seems you don't think this is important, or do you have a game plan?
No. I had one. But not anymore. I don't trust that information. I don't trust the information that I'm thinking of. What you're looking at there is the latitude and longitude for this reality. The cards were some sort of test to figure out where we are. The card is our location. That fellow, likely an agent of sorts for this one.
Wait. The card is our location, however, not everybody had the same card. At least, at the very least, not everybody had the same animal.
I go in and step in. Yeah, I will step in because you rolled a 1, which is a critical success, so this is my fault for not explaining it properly. It is a location. It's not necessarily your current location, but it is absolutely a location.
The animals?
The
or just
whole
the tree?
Everything together, the animals. Your fear rolled a 1 to figure this out, so your cards that you are generating are also a location of some sort, but it's not necessarily your current location right now, and your fear would know that. But I don't think he knows what that means.
They're all locations, different locations. But are they really?
Well, if it's all reality locations, like you mentioned,
I suspect the people of this reality discovered how to jump between worlds, or something of the sort. Leah did it, before any of us. Or perhaps his parents.
Wait, run that by me one more time. What did I do?
This is where you're from originally.
Roll, Leah, please. I don't care what it is. No, that's not true. Magic, magic. Anything in your magic.
Okay, that magic. Okay.
That
2
magic.
Oh my god.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I have to prepare myself. He rolled a 2 for those listening. You remember who you are, and you're from here. You're not. This is where you were born. You were raised here until you were 7. Whenever you then met your wards, I think it was 5. You guys decided, right? You met when you were 5. Yeah, you were taken from here, but this is where you belong. This is where you were from. I shouldn't say belong, because that's up to you, but he's right. You're from here originally.
that doesn't make sense.
What do you mean, mage? What are you saying?
Nothing makes sense, does it? At this point. How are we to know that we're even in control of our own thoughts, our own instincts? Leah knows who he is, and yet he's supposed to lead the entire kingdom. What kingdom? Our kingdom in another reality?
Mind your tongue! Mage.
See? There's nothing I can do. At this point, I divined to find our enemy, and the spell did not fail, yet I found someone else. I used their magic, the dread spells. I've tried again and again with our own magic. I've learned how to use magic here, time and again, spell after spell, and yet I have no answers. None. Nothing that I can use. Nothing that will help me find them. Then we've stumbled and we've fallen forward, found one another, lost in the woods, trying to find Titus, struggling to keep our group together, tripping into an otherworldly tavern and tumbling into this place. And nothing I have done has influenced our travel, our destination. We're either plodding forward chaotically, like a toddler avoiding the corners of tables by pure chance, or we're being quietly guided by something greater than ourselves. I suspect that we're only able to affect things here on the surface level. Perhaps whatever rules this place, maybe our enemy, maybe not, transcends or supersedes our magic, a layer of skill above ours. Well, it renders all of my training, all of your training, everything practically to nothing. Until we know more, until I can devise a way around it, or until the enemy, at long last, reveals themselves to us. What can I do but sit here and wait until the next time you turn to me, silently snapping your fingers at me like I'm a dog, expecting my abilities to conjure up answers, and when they don't, I'm to mind my tongue. Perhaps one day we'll have some answers, and perhaps we won't. At this point, nothing I have done has been of use. No answers, no direction, naught. Unless, of course, you want me to conjure up a full torrent of uselessness for that.
That's not true, Arafir. We've gotten this far, haven't we?
But who led us here?
It was a group effort.
Was it?
If it wasn't for you, we'd have died in the woods.
The ones with this power may have the ability to mold reality, memories. How can you trust anything you believe? How can I trust my own spells? You shouldn't be. If you had the mind of it, could you not lead an animal?
That's why we have to work together, like I've been trying to this entire day, for this entire time. They figured out whatever this website is trying to tell them by working together, and instead you sit and you sulk on your own over there, not helping, not working towards a solution. We could be working together to do this.
Every solution has led us to nothing. How do you know we've got any answers?
How do you know it's nothing? Where are we? This isn't nothing.
So you say. How do you know we're not under the carrot?
We found these coordinates.
Did you? Or were they given to you?
At any rate, at least it's something. We can beat each other up or we can work together, like Vega's saying.
Yes.
So why don't we just stop the beating each other up? And that goes for you too, Leah.
Arufit, I understand that we can't trust anything, quite frankly. I see where you're coming from in that regard, but at least from what I'm seeing, what I'm understanding, the only other option, other than toddling around, avoiding the corner tables by pure chance, is to do nothing. And that doesn't seem like it will yield any different results. I'd rather feel like, at the very least, I'm doing something, and be fully aware that I'm doing nothing.
Well, everything I have done has been nothing. So now, I'm trying to do nothing and see what fruit that bears.
Okay. And Rajaf will pull his legs up on the sofa and just kind of sit on it cross-legged. And if Zophim does want to, he'll present the lap for the cat to sit down on, and Rajaf will do nothing.
I see what is.
Hello.
Hello.
We're back.
I thought about the Dentistix thing. I was like, it's funny that I'm eating Dentistix and he constantly like snaps at me like, come on.
Like a dog.
Yeah,
dude. As soon as you did the monologue where you said like I'm some sort of dog, I went, oh wow, that is amazing. He was doing it the whole episode just leading up to it. Very good. Very good. I like that we see a frustrated Eurofear, to be honest, like out of his element on, you know, like kind of just like a baby floundering around like, oh, I can't use the stuff that I'm used to using and I hate it. You know, that like getting used to something different. All right, who wants to start?
I'll start. Hi,
okay.
I'm Drak, or Drakoniques. You can find me on Twitter at Drakoniques. That's DRAKONIQUES. I played Radroth today. I guess for part of it, the Riddle Master, the whole do you mind thing, I was like, wait a second, I literally said that prior to typing the previous answer. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. I think this is the first time I've ever done like just role-played riddle solving in an actual play. And I'll be honest, previously that would have been my absolute worst nightmare because I am a fool. I don't want everyone to witness that live on stream, but it was actually pretty fun.
Good, I'm glad you liked it. Also, I will say that you guys actually did it backwards. So there's another puzzle somewhere in the website that you didn't find that guides you through how you solve the puzzles by like typing in the URL and stuff. You guys just fucking did it without it. So that was pretty fucking cool to watch and witness. Yeah, that was very, very cool.
But yeah, follow me on Twitter to find out what I'm doing at any given moment. I think the only thing I will shout out is that on Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific or 1 p.m. Eastern, if I'm roll for it, I'm going to be in a Pathfinder TE campaign. It's going to be premiering that day, called Veiltorn, which I think is going to have similar vibes to this because it is also like a fantasy world colliding with an urban world. So that's going to be interesting. Catch that. I'm probably playing a possessed character. Very close to the premiere date, but I still haven't really fully decided. But I'm going to throw it over to Mirggles.
Oh, hello. Hi, I am Mirggles. I played your resident gooer. I gooed something today, and it was really good, apparently, and everyone's very upset. Yeah. What else? I stream. You can come check me out on my channel, twitch.tv/Mirggles, and I'm also here on Thursdays, Ashes of Eriador, where we play hobbits in a Lord of the Rings show. Thank you for having me. This was so cool. It was so cool. So fun. So cool. Thank you. Dude, and I will pass it along.
The way you were role-playing the question and answering it so the audience could hear what you were answering, but you were just mumbling it out loud. It was fucking beautiful. It was so masterfully done. So thank you for that. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Also, I know how to make coffee now, apparently.
Yeah, that's cool. What I thought was super interesting about that, not that if you're asking me to comment on the role play, but what I noticed is that the further into it you got, you were just like, yeah, it's over there in the bag. There, you know, yeah, does anybody want coffee? Like, Jude wouldn't have been doing that. So that was very cool to witness as well, and left me thinking, like, what's going on with Jude? So, yeah.
Two worlds.
I just thought of it as like, I just thought of it as like the more she's doing something that June would have been doing and is occupying June's space. Like I thought of it as like space, you know, like this is where she would be all the time. So that's kind of where that came from, I guess.
Took over. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. Overlapping images. Anyway, I will pass it along to Myre.
Hello, my name is Myre, and I played Leah in Blakeguard today. And wow.
In Manhattan.
Really,
Sorry.
Yeah, Leah in Manhattan.
King of New York.
But it's been awesome. Like, I still haven't caught up. In fact, I haven't watched last week's episode because Leah was here. But it's been really cool, kind of like catching up and getting snippets of the different things that have happened in that last episode being brought to Leah, because he's having to process it with his own challenges and stuff within the show. And yeah, it's just been a really awesome ride so far. I mean, like, I think once this is all said and done, I think that, you know, an entire PB-verse like watch through is warranted for sure. If everybody in chat and like YouTube and stuff aren't already doing that, then I don't know what they're doing, you know, because you should be probably doing that. But yeah, anyway, you can find me at twitch.tv/Myre, where I do gaming news stuff, mostly when we start our morning streams. Sometimes play Star Citizen, but also in the evenings, about like midnight UTC most days, we play Wild RP. We do like 2 streams a day nowadays. But yeah, otherwise on Tablestory, you can find me here on Tuesdays. You can find me on Wednesdays as well for Spellwind at the same time, 9 p.m. UTC, and also on Thursdays for Ashes of Eriador. That's me. The other Leah.
Also the
Leah.
The toilet opening.
The toilet
killed me, dude.
Fucking
destroyed me. It was so good.
Ready for that. Cut that.
I heard the flush and I was like, oh, is there an open mic? But then I was like, it's too crisp for that to be the case. And then the laugh gave it away because you giggled that like, oh, look at this fucking. Oh my god, so good.
So creative.
They stored magic.
Go away. How dare you? I don't know, this is a really cool episode because it just shows how far this show has come since we started. Like, it's just wildly different, the show, so very, very cool. But yeah, I got to lose my mind a little bit tonight, which is fun. It's always fun. Thank you for everything. This has been really cool. Everyone's so good. I'm like, every time I watch, I'm like, I feel like I'm a viewer. I just take tips from what everyone else is doing. I'm like, yeah, it's interesting. Oh shit, I'm supposed to do something now. But yeah, you can catch me at twitch.tv/Leah, doing things and stuff, instincts, and Brad.
I'm so glad I chose this episode to have Eru sulk, basically, because it was the really puzzle episode, and I never do puzzles, so it just so worked out for me. Yeah, it was weird because I knew that I was going to come into this week with him sulking because that's after last week, you know, it's weird because sometimes I feel like I'm playing Lucian again, which is so weird.
The fucking I'm sorry.
Are you playing Lucian again?
No, but like,
here?
Are you though? But listen, the speech. Did anybody else notice in the speech where he's like, "I tried everything, and now I'm just gonna sit and do nothing." I literally was like, "Dissociate into gone." Like, what just happened?
It's weird because
you've gone into gone. You've gone directly into gone.
It is weird that because Lucian's and this is a character I played in Gone, which is PB's other show, and he was very scientific minded, and like just. The difference here though is that Lucian like couldn't stop thinking about it until it was dealt with and fixed and mastered. That was like a thing he would like play on his mind. He wanted to kind of win almost. Eru doesn't. He's motivated to stop all of this stuff going on or figure out what's going on, but he will give up. Like, he's so much more like human almost, like that, because he just feels defeated. And then he sulks and stuff. He's got a lot more of an emotional spectrum, even though he doesn't kind of show it that much, I don't think. So it was weird. It's been weird playing this again because being in a fucking shirt and shit, I'm like, oh, it's kind of, he's very Lucian-ish, but actually he's extremely different. Yeah. He's not like academically smart Eruf because he's a mage. He's been doing everything by instinct and woo and wah. So it was, I knew I was going to be sulking this one. And then they were like finding answers and it was frustrating because it's like, I think those are actually the answers. But Eru's given up. Yeah. He went, fuck it. Are they? Fuck it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I don't fucking care. You know, because he's just struggling so much too. He's like divining shit and it's coming back wrong. And he's like, but that was the correct spell. And it's just confusing him, I think, a lot on that kind of thing. So, it was kind of fun to play. For once, just sit there and be like, fuck this.
The rest of the episodes, though. not fun to play. No, I'm
right, well, no, I just mean like it was fun to
Hated
play
every minute.
differently.
Yeah.
So, because normally Eru is kind of there like trying to come up with answers and trying to divine stuff, and then when they go like, what's going on, Eru? He's like, I don't know really, but I think it's this. In this one it was like, I don't know, stop fucking asking me, I don't fucking know anything. I know less than you, I think.
Yeah.
I think all my answers, like, it's kind of like if we were like constantly Googling shit, but the Google came back with a riddle instead of the answer.
Yep.
That's
For
like
sure.
Eru's divining shit, and normally it comes back with the answer, and he's been Googling, and it's like, well, it could be this or this, and he's like, what the fuck, dude?
This isn't how it normally works.
And it's just frustrating for him. That's that. Don't worry about my stream, but I am GMing a new show which starts on Sunday, which is pretty scary. That's this week.
This. It's gonna be good.
Yes, it is. Star Trek, I think.
Yeah.
Something
like
that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Star Wars.
Space
Stardew Valley.
Something like that.
It's Star Wars Rise
Starship
of the
Troopers.
Apprentice, and it starts on Sunday here on Tablestory at 9 p.m. UK time, which is 4 Eastern, and that'll be on Sundays from now on. So if you want to see a new show, there you go. New thing I'm GMing, doing it all different as well. Scary as hell. Not GMing D&D. I'm
so excited! I am so excited as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be
great.
fun, I think.
We've been playing. I'm just gonna a little comment on it. We've been doing offline sessions to kind of like learn the system and kind of make sure that we know what we're doing before we break everything. But it's really neat because the session 0, we're using that as like our backstory, like our history that we then get to reference throughout the show. It's so cool.
Thing.
Yeah. So I was like, dude, that is awesome. It's a very cool way to do that. Yep.
It is awesome. You know who else is awesome? Not Johnny, Faye.
Nailed
I think
it.
you got
I was
that one
hoping
wrong.
Yeah. No, I was, nailed it.
I just wanted Johnny to go like this and then realize that it was actually Faye.
I read it like a book. I knew it was coming.
Hi, I'm Phelan. I played Estrella today. I, on the other hand, love riddles. So this was literally like, I had to like fight my inner just like, I want to solve literally everything for everyone kind of mode. So it was really fun bouncing.
Though. I liked that. I thought that it fit your character too, because you do problem solve. Like she does problem solve. It's just usually physically. Right? Or like, with defense and stuff. So it was neat to see you kind of like, problem solve, but puzzle and with that mental stuff. It was very good.
The code and everything. That was super fun. So thank you for doing that, PB. That was really awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. There is so much more, believe me. And you are welcome to explore the website now, because I told you guys not to do it yet because I wanted the reactions to be legit, but you're free to go ahead and do that now. Good luck.
Awesome. That being said, also the toilet scene absolutely did kill me. Myre, you're on like some other level that like I will never be able to achieve, and I've accepted that fate. But yeah, you can catch me.
Why is it so dark?
You can catch me on my channel as Phelan. Go, Johnny.
Today is probably one of my favorite episodes. It's top 10 for me.
That is so good to hear. I was very worried about the puzzle aspect. So cool.
I loved it. I didn't tell any of the cast or PB, but during me taking the test as Titus, I started to go through this like flashback sequence of who am I as the first question off the gate, do you know yourself? And like I feel like that question just triggered me as a role player to be like, who the hell am I? And then I put on the emotional damage track that we did in episode 1.
Yeah.
So when you caught me, like, you were like, Johnny, I was so disassociated in Titus' mind that I was actually stunned, like, as a person, that I was like, get your shit together, dude.
I have to, you did look a bit like you had dissociated face. Like, those of us that know, we know. And I was like, dude, are you okay?
No, it was so cool, though. It was like drugs.
Actually Titus. When you were like, Johnny, he was like, I'm Titus. Who am I? I know myself as Titus.
I felt so broken, but it was really cool. It was a really cool experience. I had the same thing Faye felt as well. I figured out the answer I give is yes, but what I mean is no. Like instantly my brain was like, blah, 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 and then I was like, well, Titus wouldn't figure it out that quick, so I held on to it, hoping that, Brad continues to like just make Eru so cool, and like
Dude,
when you think
it's
yeah,
gross.
me too. Like when you think the character is a one-trick pony, or like you're like, oh, you're so mysterious, Brad. He's just like wham, he hits you again, and then like I just keep falling in love with the character. He's really fun to watch. I'm not gonna believe
Brad for sure. Falling in love with the character for sure. 100% the character.
Just the character. Just the character.
Yeah, just the character.
I will not believe that. I won't believe anything Brad or PB say until I see Lucian as another character in this realm. I'm saying that right now. Until I see him, I'm not believing anything anyone says. I had like a gratitude check today that I was like, dude, the world we live in is magical. Like playing these fantasy characters that are experiencing the internet, that are experiencing self-assuming AI and Google,
dude.
Like all this stuff. I was like, science is just the magic of the 21st century, and like my mind was like, as always, I have the plumbing scene in there too. Myre kills it every time. If you want to see me be the weakest link over on my channel, I'm with these other lovely people, Wild RP. Yeah, today was so cool, and I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me. PB.
Oh, that's it. That's me. Everybody else went? Hey, wonderful.
Yeah.
Star Wars!
Oh, also, I hope Orcish is playing C-3PO, but Richard Westlake.
Oh, God, that would be amazing.
I've been hoping for that recast for like...
Search your feelings. Your ideals live within you. Let them burn, as bright as a star in the vastness of space. Long after I am gone, I hope my ideals will burn just as brightly as a guiding star for you, my Padawan. And that they guide you to greater ideals, that you might in turn leave behind your own ideals to guide the next generation. I sense our darkest night is still yet ahead of us. Before we see the end of this war, let those ideals guide you, be a beacon through these dark times. For after every long, dark night, there will always be a bright new dawn. There is balance in all things. Always. And of course, if in doubt, trust the Force.
What are we but our memories? A life we lived, remembered without uncertainty. What are we but the things we choose? Actions we take without remorse, and everything to lose. My eyes are green, my eyes are blue. At least that's what I think's the truth. Just breathe, just breathe. Breathing in the water lets me dream within a dream. Just breathe. Nothing's ever really as it seems.